Oldies 94.9. When we say the fun music of the 50s and 60s, we've got it right here. The one and Oldies 94.9.
1, 2, 3.
Come on along. We're going back to where it all began. The roots of rock rolls your way Sunday night from 10 to midnight. We're going to bring up the stage lights on those movers and shakers of the 50s. Chuck, Jerry Lee, Buddy, Little Richard, Fats, the pioneers who shaped rock and roll. Join me, the Mallet Man, for the roots of rock Sunday nights from 10 to midnight here on Oldies 94.9. Brought to you by the 1952 Club at the Blue Herons Courtyard, South Highway 10, St. Cloud.
Miller Auto Center and Miller Marine have teamed up with Crossroads Center for an incredible sale that's bigger than big. March 22nd through the 26th, Miller will flood every available inch of the mall with cars, trucks, vans, and boats. Over 1,000 vehicles will be available during this colossal event. Discounts up to $10,000. Miller Auto Center will be offering tremendous savings on 94 and 95 Pontiacs, Buicks, and Oldsmobiles. Also, Nissan Altimas, Maximas, Pathfinders, and more. Pickups, Vanduras, Safaris, low miles, the balance of factory warranties included. Plus, qualified buyers pay nothing down. It's at Crossroads Center, March 22nd through the 26th. On display from Miller Marine, fishing boats and pontoons, fiberglass power boats, inboard, outboards, jet power watercraft, and much more. One-of-a-kinds, factory closeouts, and special purchases. Incredible selection, incredible savings on cars, trucks, vans, and boats. It's bigger than big. The huge mall sale at Crossroads Center, March 22nd through the 26th. From Miller Marine and Miller Auto Center, St. Cloud.
Build it, and they will come. Build it, and they will come.
Imagine.
Build it, and they will come.
Your new home being built on a beautiful lot of your choice with affordable financing and quality construction right down to the last detail. If you can dream it, Lumber One can build it. Lumber One, Central Minnesota's #1 home builder, invites you to HomeFest.
I think people who design uniforms ought to have to check with radio announcers first to see if you can see the numbers from a distance. Chris Bjorklund at 6'7" to go up against Scott Hondo. Spartans go left to right here as we open up, and the tap is controlled by Brainerd finally. Way into the backcourt goes Innes to pick it up for the Warriors. Across the line against Jim Krause on the dribble. Pushes it right wing now for Johnston. Johnston lobs down low, Hopajoki. Kick out Johnston, looked at the three, didn't take it. Now brings it up on top for Bjorklund. Now back to Johnston on the wing. Back to Bjorklund. High post, 17-footer is way short over Scott Hondo. Good intimidation by Scott. Sparby came away with the air ball, and the Spartans come back the other way. Kip lobs it on the left wing where it's caught by Hemmich. Joe has it outside the arc, takes one dribble. Now goes high post for Sparby. He steps outside the arc to catch the pass. Hemmich has it on the left wing. Man-to-man defense in the paint. Schreiner, 10-foot turnaround, rolled in. I think we've said all season long, as Wayne Schreiner goes early on, so do the Spartans, and Schreiner hits his first jumper from the paint. Innes up on top now for the Warriors. Goes on the right wing for Johnston. Spartans might even be in a zone here. Johnston looks like a 2-3 zone. Lob down low, Bjorklund. Hondo's on him. Kick out for Innes. In the corner for Johnston. Down low, Bjorklund puts a move. Got Hondo off his feet. Cuts by him, and he rolled it in. Good move by Chris Bjorklund. Got him off at his feet. Got Hondo off his feet with a little head and shoulder spin. Sparby now against double team pressure. Comes into the forecourt. Trapped up there and lobs it down to Hemmich. He'll spot up for the jumper from 19. It won't go. And the rebound on a good block out by Jeremy Innes of Wayne Schreiner is cleared by Chris Bjorklund. Back the other way come the Warriors. 2-2 game. We're about a minute and a half in. High post. Lob down low. Hopajoki, and he's triple teamed and fouled as he took it to the basket. Foul is on Schreiner. That is Wayne's first. And at the line to shoot two will be Wade Hopajoki. Three-sport athlete at Brainerd. 6'4" and senior. He's averaging 12.5 points a ball game and about 7 rebounds. Big, strong inside player. Makes the first free throw, and he's got one more coming. He gives Brainerd their first lead of the ball game. Takes his time at the line. Second free throw. Rims in. He got the front iron, the glass, and down. 4-2. Brainerd on top. 6:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Sparby in the backcourt. A little bit of trapping defense now. Some pressure. Ahead it comes to Schreiner. Down the left side for Hemmich. Joe lobs it down to Hondo, working on Bjorklund, turnaround in the paint, fade away is good. Nice move by Scott Hondo. Falling away from the bucket to avoid Chris Bjorklund. We're tied at 4. Innes up on top, Hopajoki, right wing Johnston, looks down low. Now he lobs it for Bjorklund, tried to get Hondo off his feet, couldn't do it. Kick out for Stark, three-pointer. That one is no good, and the rebound is cleared by Hondo. Hondo with good defense on Bjorklund didn't go for the fake, and then he cleared the miss by Stark off the left wing. Sparby spinning up on top on the dribble. Lobs it on the right wing for Krause. Jim had it tipped away, but got it back. Innes is really on him tough. Bounce pass in the paint. Hondo turn around. That one rimmed off. Oh, it almost fell. And then Schreiner reaching in on the rebound to get the foul. First 2 fouls of the ballgame are whistled against Wayne Schreiner. He'll stay on the floor. The Spartans in a 2-2-1 zone press now. Brainerd breaks it easily. Into the forecourt is Stark. Brent Stark has it on the left wing, brings it up between the circles to Innes. 2-3 zone this trip again for the Spartans. Stark lobs it in the left corner for Bjorklund. Back up on top for Stark. Bounce pass right wing, caught by Johnston. He takes one dribble, picks it up, gets it in the high post now. Now on the right side it goes. Lob down low for Hopajoki, and it's stolen away by Hondo. Hondo wrapped around on the defense to knock it away. We're 3 minutes in. Back come the Spartans. Krause driving the baseline, and he's blocked and fouled by Jeremy Innes. That's a tough call. I thought Innes played pretty good defense there. That is Innes' first. Now Kurt Letkin is going to check into the ballgame for Wayne Schreiner. Kurt has seen fairly limited playing time down the stretch here for the Spartans, but at 6'7", he matches up pretty well with this Brainerd ball club. Spartans inbound from the baseline. We're tied at 4. Sparby lobs it up on top for Krause. 4:55 remaining here first quarter. On the right wing with it now is Sparby. Up on top, Hemish. Outside the arc, lobs it down low for Hondo. Got it in traffic, takes it to the rack, and he laid it in. He cut right between Hopajoki and Bjorklund, and he banked it home. Scott Hondo has 4. Now the other way, Stark setting up for the 17-footer. That one is short off the iron, and the rebound is tapped around and then cleared by Sparby. He pushes it up the left wing for Hemish, and now we have a whistle. And I think Scott Hondo lost the contact lens. The official trailing the play stops the play. Hondo is putting the lens on his fingertip and putting it back in. Brad, I've never worn contacts. I know that you do. It's got to be tough enough to put those in without about 4,000 people looking at you, right? Point. And you know what? There's absolutely no doubt he has great hands, and that just proved it. Now, he's going to have to leave the ball game while he tries to get it in, or the Spartans will have to use a timeout. So Eric Boucher will check in. Hondo still can't get it in. He might have to go down to the dressing room. Wayne Schreiner is stepping up with some solution to help with that. So Eric Boucher, the junior, checks in now. Hondo will get that in as quickly as he can and get back in there. He's off to a good start. He has 4 points, and ROCORI leads at 6-4. Krause takes the inbound now from Hemish on the far side. Cuts it to the wing, had it tipped away by Innes. Nice steal, and then Jeremy Innes bounced it off Krause out of bounds. That's a good play by Innes. Very quick defensive hands. Johnson on the left wing now for Stark. Cross-court skip pass for Johnson. He looked at the three, didn't take it, dribbles it towards the top and hands it off to Innes. He cuts it down the paint, dumps it to Hopajoki. It was tipped away, but it comes out on the floor to Stark. Three-pointer is short. Stark is 0 for 3 from the perimeter, and the rebound is pulled down by Sparby. Sparby trying to push it ahead on the dribble. Now he finally comes into the forecourt against Johnston. Lobs it on the right wing for Krause. Jimmy faces the basket, dribbles across the key, and feeds the left wing for Letkin. Now Boucher cutting through the lane, gets it, turn around, got the bounce. Eric Boucher with a huge bucket inside. Now a feed down low. Hopajoki came open low as he got away from Letkin, and he banks it in. So Hopajoki has 4, and it's 8-6 ROCORI. I get the feeling we're going to go up and down all night here at Hallenbeck. 3:25 remaining. Sparby works into the forecourt against Johnston. Now to the right wing for Krause. Jim will dribble it up between the circles, feeds it on the left wing for Kurt Letkin. Back to Kraus up on top. Jim looked at the shot, didn't take it, penetrates, kicks out for Hemish. 19-footer is short of everything with the air ball, and the backside rebound is pulled down by Bjorklund. Warriors push it up the floor, then they'll stop and wait for the half-court offense. Right wing Johnston. Hobbs it cross-court for Stark. He cuts it down the lane. Runner in traffic, and he was fouled on the drive, I believe. I don't think this will be a shooting foul. It's going to go on Joe Hemish. That is his first. That is 3.5 now on ROCORI, and they will get Brent Stark 2 shots here. Gabe Dahl is into the ball game now, replacing Jim Kraus, the junior for the Spartans. And also back in now with his eyeball back in is Scott Hondel, and Eric Boucher will sit down. But, you know, Eric didn't hurt him. One trip down the floor, he gets the ball in the paint exactly where Hondel would have, and he hits the same shot Scott's hitting twice in the ball game. Free throw by Stark is good. His first spurt in the ball game, he averages a dozen. Second free throw rolls off, but the rebound is pulled down by Johnston. Feeds it up for Stark, spots up for the 3, rimmed off again, and the rebound is cleared, though, by the Warriors as they keep it alive. Right wing Johnston. Outside the arc, took one dribble, now into the post for Innes. Kicks out left side Stark, 3-pointer. That one is short again, and Lutkin got the rebound. Stark is 0 for 5 from the perimeter already for Brainerd. Dahl back the other way for the Spartans, and he's fouled by Innes on the left wing. Innes reached in on the Hawking defense, and that's his second personal, and that's a key. If they can make Jeremy Innes not be able to play such pressure defense, that will help the Spartans offensively. Nelson, the sophomore, is in. Innes will sit down with 2 personals. Wayne Schreiner is on the ROCORI bench with 2 fouls. Inbound by Hemish, gets it in now to Dahl. Gabe has it up on top between the circles, working against Nelson. Now the lob down low to Sparby. He had to come out of his hands, and he was tied up by Bjorklund. The ball will stay with ROCORI on the alternate possession. Spartans will lose the arrow, though, after the inbound. From the baseline, it'll be Kip Sparby to take care of the duties. Slaps the ball to get everybody moving. Looks for Hondel inside, can't get him. Lobs it up on top for Lutkin. Lutkin to Dahl. It was almost tipped away by Nelson, but a good catch by Gabe up on top. Bounce pass left wing Sparby. Looked at the 19-footer, didn't take it. Up on top now for Dahl. Gabe penetrates, kicks out in the corner to Sparby. High post Hondel. 16-footer, rimmed out. It looked like it would go down, but it fell off, and the rebound is cleared by Hopajoki. Back the other way. Bounce pass down to the baseline. Bjorklund drives by Lutkin, and he banks it in. Chris Bjorklund took it all the way. He has 4 points as he took it to the rack. 9-8. Brainerd on top by 1, and Wayne Schreiner is going to come back in. Left wing Hemish. Down low Hondel, back out to Hemish. Cross court for Lutkin. Kurt holds it high above his head, brings it up on top now for Hemish. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Hondel left side, 19-footer is short. Sparby cleared the rebound, though, and the Spartans will get a reset. Gives Sparby the second leading rebounder for ROCORI. Up on top with it now as he gets it back from Lutkin. Right wing Hemish. Joe looking inside against the man-to-man. Got it over to Hondel on the left wing. Now Scott tipped it. Had to keep it alive, and he does so, and now they're going to call him for traveling. As he went to one knee to pick it up, he got up, and that's a no-no. You got to use the dribble if you're going to do that. Wayne Schreiner back into the ballgame now. Kurt Lutkin will take a rest, so we're back to, well, not the starting 5. Dahl is out there in favor of Kraus, otherwise the starting 5 for ROCORI. On the left wing, Hopajoki for Brainerd. They have the ball on a 1-point lead with 1:25 remaining in the quarter. Down Neil Bjorklund. Turnover over Hondel was long, but Hopajoki cleared the rebound. Kick out for Stark. 3-pointer is gone. He finally hit one. He has 4. Give him credit for keeping firing when they weren't falling. 12-8, and now the Spartans on the other end throw it away. Gabe Dahl feeding it to the right wing, threw it past Kip Sparby out of bounds. And Bob Rink's going to take a timeout. 1:08 remaining first quarter, 12-8 Brink. Spartans with an early early timeout. Brainerd into the forecourt. Bjorklund got it down low, had it tipped away. Now the ball's loose on the floor. This will be first down Brainerd on the alternate possession as they tie it up. Looked like a bad wrestling move. They've got good wrestling at ROCORI, but that looked like a bad move, and the ball goes over to Brainerd on the alternate possession. Inbound far side in the forecourt by Hopajoki. Comes up on top now to Nelson. Cross court for Stark. Fake the three. Drives to the baseline. Picked up his dribble. Bounces it down low to Hopajoki. Got behind Handel and banked it home. Wade Hopajoki has half a dozen. 14 to 8. Brainerd on top by 6. Their biggest lead. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Gabe Dahl dribbled it off his leg. Turnover. Here comes Nelson back the other way. Wraparound pass. He got it to Johnston, and he was fouled as he went up. That was a great dish by the sophomore as he stopped with just a little underhand wraparound pass to Johnston. Joel Torborg, the 5'10 junior, is going to check in, replacing Gabe Dahl for ROCORI. The foul was on Joe Hemish, his second. 4.5 on ROCORI, and at the line shooting 2 is Steve Johnston. First one is good. Now Jason Revnig is going to check in for ROCORI, or rather for Brainerd, a 6'2" and senior. He'll replace Wade Hopajoki. And Eric Boucher is back in now, replacing Joe Hemish for ROCORI as Joe sits down with 2 personnel. Second free throw is no good. The Spartans saved the rebound. They've got 16-8 on the scoreboard, but I believe we're at 15-8 right now. Torborg into the forecourt on the dribble. Bounce pass on the right side is caught by Sparby. High post now for Handel. 15 on the clock here in the first quarter. Handel up on top now for Boucher. 10 seconds out to Torborg between the circles. On the left wing for Handel. Looks at the clock with 5. Makes a move on Bjorklund. 17-footer is good with 2 seconds in the quarter. Scott Handel ends it for the Spartans, getting them back within 5. End of one, 15-10 Brainerd, and we're back in 1 minute here on Oldies 94. Yeah, so you might have to assume that you might have to check that. Okay, no sweat. Yeah, we're fine. Spartans get the ball now to open up the second quarter. They close out with the jumper by Handel, and they get another possession here to start the second quarter. 15-10, Brainerd on top. Torborg pushes it up on top, spinning on the dribble, leaves it for Kip Sparby on the right side outside the arc. He drives it in, kicks it out for Handel with Hopajoki on him. In the lane to Boucher, and he was bodied up and fouled from behind by Steve Johnston. That is Johnston's first personal, 3.5 on Brainerd. 7:43 remaining first half. The South Subsection 8AA Boys Championship here at Hallenbeck Hall between ROCORI and Brainerd, and the Warriors lead at 15-10. Now Schreiner gets it high post. Turnaround is way short, and the rebound is cleared by Hopajoki. Back the other way come the Warriors. Johnston takes it to the right wing. Lobs it cross court for Stark. It was almost stolen away by Schreiner, but Stark comes away with it. Up on top, Nelson. Right side, Johnston. Looked at the three, but Eric Boucher popped out. Now to Nelson, his three-pointer. That one is long, but he got his own long rebound. Had it tipped away by Sparby, but got it back. Now Stark has it up on top. It's like ROCORI's in that 1-3-1 zone, this time down the floor. Up on top is Stark. Cutting it down the lane, tried to dish it off to Hopajoki. It was wild, but Wade caught up with it anyway. Nelson feeds it in the right corner now for Johnston. Very patient Brainerd team. Up on top for Stark. His three over Sparby is off the side iron, and then a foul on the rebound. They're going to get Scott Handel, I believe, for going over the bat. Bob Brink's not happy with the call by Zach Tarrant. Handel's first, 5.5 now on the Spartans. Chris Bjorklund, who sat down for about 30 seconds at the end of the quarter and is now back in, getting his rest, will come into the ball game, and Jason Revnig will sit down. It's important to get that big man to rest when you can. Inbounds pass, tipped away by Handel, but it's batted up on top to Nelson. Now to Stark. Back to Nelson as he operates on the point up on top. On the right side for Stark. Bounce pass down low, Bjorklund. Triple team, wrap around for Hopajoki, but he was fouled as he passed it. Spartans probably got a break there depending on who the foul's on. Now it's going to go against Wayne Schreiner. That's his third. You'd have been better off with Hopajoki getting the bucket. Schreiner's third. They say he stuck the knee out on Bjorklund. Hemish will come in now, and Hemish is playing with 2 personals. Johnston has it on the right wing. Bounce pass down low. It's tipped away by Hondo, but it comes right back to Johnston. Now Bjorklund turned and looked for the shot, and Johnston wanted to feed it to him. Finally, they bring it back up on top to Nelson. Bounce pass down low. Bjorklund, and he traveled. Chris Bjorklund is getting very, very frustrated down low. Scott Hondo and then whoever else is doubling down are playing pretty good defense on him, and he seems to get very frustrated. Innes will check in back now. He has 2 personals, and he'll come back on the floor. The sophomore Chad Nelson will take a break. Spartans with the ball, trailing by 5, 15 to 10. 6:25 remaining here in the second quarter. We have had no scoring here in the second 8 minutes. Sparby up on top, 3-pointer. That one won't go. The rebound is cleared by Hopajoki. Feed ahead is tipped away by Hemish, but it comes to Bjorklund. Now to Stark on the left side on the baseline. One dribble up to the wing, and up on top now for Innes. Jeremy feeds it left wing for Stark. One dribble, bounce pass down low, and a traveling call on Bjorklund. Head and shoulders fake on Hondo, and he took the extra step. Scott Hondo right now is very intimidating down low to Chris Bjorklund. Dahl and Kraus back in now, replacing Torborg and Boucher for ROCORI. Still no scoring here in the second quarter. 5:50 remaining first half. 15-10. Brainerd on top. Kraus has it on the right wing in the forecourt for the Spartans. Up on top now for Hemish. Back across the key to Kraus. Jim gives it back to Hemish. Lob down low, Hondo working on Bjorklund. Backed out, didn't take the shot to Hemish. 19-footer, good. Joe needed that one. He needs to get going from the perimeter. 15-12, Brainerd by 3. That's the first bucket for Joe Hemish. Innes into the forecourt, up on top. Feeds it on the right side now for Johnston. Down low, Bjorklund. Up on top again for Innes. Right corner for Johnston. Back to Innes. Penetrates in, kicks it back to Johnston. His 3 is good. Steve Johnston has 4 points. That's the problem. They've got a 3-point shooter on either side of that perimeter. 18-12, Brainerd by 6. Ball into the forecourt now. Bounce pass left wing, caught by Hemish. Joe cutting it down the lane, pass Hopajoki. The runner won't go, but he was fouled out on the drive. I don't think they're going to give him free throws here. Hopajoki with the personal, his first. That is 4 on Brainerd in the half, and an inbound coming from the baseline for ROCORI. 18-12 Brainerd. The Spartans haven't gotten going offensively yet. And it comes out to Hemish off the screen. He bumps, and they're going to call the foul on Bjorklund. I don't think that there was a problem with the call. There might have been a problem with the fact that they delayed to blow the whistle. Inbound now to Hemish. That's Bjorklund's first personal. Lob down low, Hondo back door. He had to tip it out to Kraus as it was ahead of him. Up on the left wing now, Sparby. Further out to Dahl. Gabe tried to bounce pass and was kicked out of bounds by Innes, so the ball will stay with ROCORI on the violation with 4:43 remaining first half. 5 team fouls now on Brainerd. 6.5 on ROCORI. Dahl has it on the left wing off the inbound. Corner for Sparby. Kip will bring it back up on top and reset the offense for ROCORI. Spinning with his back to the basket. Holds it there, now feeds it on the right wing for Kraus. Jim Kraus dribbling on the wing. That's Stark on him. Kicks it back up on top now for Dahl. Dahl works against Innes and feeds it on the right wing where it's caught by Sparby. Cross court for Hemish. 3-pointer on the way. Yes! Joe Hemish has 5. He's hit a couple in a row now, and it's 18-15. ROCORI's back within 3. 4:05 remaining first half. Johnston has it on the right wing. In the key area now to Innes. Back on the right wing for Johnston outside the arc. Lob down low, Bjorklund. Turnaround over Hondo is good. Nice touch by Chris Bjorklund. He has half a dozen. 20-15, Brainerd by 5. Dahl working in the backcourt, cutting up the floor against Innes. Innes with quick feet, getting over to cut him off. Now they push and shove to the left wing. Gabe picked up his dribble and fed it up on top to Krause. Jim, left wing pass, Hondo. Three-pointer is up and good. Scott Hondo has 9 points. 20-18. It's back to a 2-point game. Up on top, Innes. Right side, Johnston against that 2-3 zone. Cross-court, Stark. His triple. That one rimmed out, but the rebound is cleared by Johnston. Good offensive board by the Warriors. Feed in the lane to Bjorklund. Tried to make the move. Kick out for Innes. Cuts it down on the dribble. Kick out Stark. Three-pointer. That one is way short, and the long rebound was capped out of bounds. Last touch by Joe Hemish. No doubt about the call. Give the officials credit because one didn't see it, so they got together and they made the right call. Absolutely no doubt that Joe Hemish knocked it out of bounds. In the corner now for Johnston off the inbound. He looks inside, can't find anybody. Now finally lobs it in the key area to Innes. He picked up his dribble, leaves it on the left wing for Stark. Bounce pass down low, Hopajoki. Kick out for Innes. Think they'll let him shoot all night. He won't take it. Now they get it out to Johnston on the wing. He cuts down on the dribble. Left side for Stark. Three-pointer. Got that one. He now has 51 three-pointers on the season. He's going to keep shooting them. No doubt about that. 23-18 Brainerd. Hemish on the left wing. Hondo in the paint. 12-foot turnaround. Won't rim in, and the rebound is cleared by Brainerd. Warriors with the ball and a 5-point edge with 2:20 remaining in the half. Innes backs it out on the dribble against that 2-3 zone. Looked at the three. Feeds in the lane. Hopajoki. Kick out for Johnston. He started in. Now backs it out. Up on top, Innes. His three-pointer rimmed out. Long rebound is finally corralled by Gabe Dahl. If Jeremy Innes hits the three-pointer, the Spartans are in trouble because if there's 3 guys out there that can do it, you don't know who you're going to go after. Now on the left side, Hemish dribbling through the key area, kicks it right side for Krause. Jim to the baseline, wraparound pass for Sparby, posting up, and he banks it home over Innes. That's a mismatch, and Kip Sparby took advantage of it. His first 2 points of the ballgame. Minute 45 remaining in the half. Brainerd on top by 3. Innes feeds it on the right wing now for Johnston. Lobs down low, Bjorklund. Bjorklund move around Hondo. He was fouled. He's got the basket, and he'll go to the line for one. Good, strong move by Chris Bjorklund as he muscled up against Scott Hondo. The foul will go against Hondo. That's his second now. Bjorklund will be at the line to try to complete the three-point play. Jared Forboard into the ballgame now, 6'1" junior for Brainerd, and also back in is Chad Nelson. Innes and Hopajoki sit down. Free throw by Bjorklund is good. He has 9 points. He averages just under 20 a ballgame. 26-20. Brainerd on top by 6. A minute and a half remaining in the half. On the right side is Krause. Jim goes left wing now for Honda. Back over to Krause on the right wing as they play catch outside the arc. Krause cuts it in, kick out for Boucher. Eric cutting down the lane. Runner is good, and he was fouled. Eric Boucher, the good strong move in the lane, banked it off the glass and in from 10, and he'll have the opportunity at the three-point play. He is very quick, and he has a lot of spring in his step. The foul will go against Johnston, his second. 6.5 on Brainerd. At the line to try to complete the three-point play is Eric Boucher. Kip Sparby's going to come into the game for Boucher if he makes the free throw. And he did. 5 points here in the first half for Eric Boucher. That's a big league contribution for him. He's going to stay out there. Actually, Sparby's coming in for Hemish now, who will sit down with 2 personals. Schreiner is already on the bench with 3, and Scott Hondo is out there playing with 2 personals in the last minute 17. He'll have to be very careful. 26-23 Brainerd. Warriors to the forecourt. In the right corner now for Johnston. On the wing for Nelson. Back to Johnston. Back to Nelson. Up on top Stark. Didn't take the shot. Feeds it in the left corner for Forboard. Now back up on top to Nelson. Right wing Johnston. Lobs it cross court for Stark. 3 over Boucher is way short, and the rebound is cleared by Krause. I think Eric Boucher intimidated that one. Man, he can get up in the air. Spartans back to the forecourt now. 45 seconds left in the half, and Dahl is stripped by Nelson. Here comes Nelson on the breakaway, and he laid it up and too hard, and he missed it. Stripped it away from Dahl, and then he missed the shot. Now Gabe in the backcourt clears himself on the rebound ahead to Kraus. 33 seconds left in the half. Spartans have it, trailing by 3. On the right wing is Sparby. Kip looks inside, now over to Hondo outside the arc. In the paint for Boucher, turn around, good! Eric Boucher, 7 first-half points for the Spartans, and they pull within 1. Brainerd, I'm sure, will go for the last shot with 14 showing on the clock. Johnston in the corner, on the wing for Nelson now. Up on top for Stark, 8 seconds to the half. Forward in the corner, lobs it up on top for Nelson. Fakes the shot, had it stripped away. It comes to Sparby, Kip with the half court at the buzzer, and it's off the shot clock, no good. A great first half for both clubs, a great close of the half for the Spartans as they pull within 1. Brainerd. Brainerd will start with the ball and a 1-point lead here as we start the second half at Hallenbeck. Kind of an eerie quiet as everybody settles in for what should be a great 16 minutes or maybe even more of basketball. 2-3 zone for the Spartans on the right wing now with it a start. Into the corner it goes for Johnston. Looked down low, couldn't get it to Bjorklund. Now bounces it down there. He kicks it out for Innes. Innes started to knife him, then backed out on the dribble. In the corner for Hopajoki, up on top Stark. Drives it down the right side, then backs it out to the wing on the dribble outside the arc. Up on top, Innes, feeding the lane, Bjorklund. Turnaround good. Nice ball movement. The sophomore has 11. 3-point Brainerd lead, 28-25. Kraus up on top now for Schreiner. Wayne looking inside. Now he kicks in the corner for Sparby. Three-pointer is good. We're tied. Sparby has 5 in the ball game. We're tied at 28 with 7 minutes remaining, third quarter. It's our first tie, I believe, since we were tied at the 4 mark. Up on top now, left wing it goes. In the corner now to Johnson. Down low Bjorklund, turnaround over Hondo. That one was long, and the rebound is cleared by Scott Hondo. I think we were actually maybe tied at the 8 mark. No, I guess Brainerd skipped by that. It was 8-7, then they went up 9-8. So our last tie was way back at 4-4. We're tied at 28 now. Spartans into the forecourt. Kraus had the pass go off his leg, but he got it back. Brings it up on top now for Joe Hemish. He leaves it for Sparby. Kip holds it high above his head. Now he goes to the dribble. Starts it down the lane. Runner from 12 is no good, and the rebound is cleared by Johnston. He starts Innes out on the break on the right wing. Jeremy Innes doesn't have the numbers, so he cuts it through. Bounce pass in the lane and stolen away by Kraus. Innes got off his feet. He had nowhere to go. Tried to force it inside, but it was stolen away by Kraus. He stops on the right wing now. Left wing, Hondo, three-pointer. Yes! Scott Hondo has a dozen, and the Spartans are back in the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. 31-28 ROCORI, 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Innes has it up on top now. On the left wing it goes for Stark. Brent Stark brings it back up on top on the dribble, feeds the right side Johnston. Johnson cutting in, cross court for Innes now. His three-pointer is way short, and Hemish cleared the board. Spartans look good here in the onset of the second half. We're about 2.5 minutes in, and ROCORI has outscored Brainerd 6-2 to take a 3-point lead. On the left wing now, Kraus sniping down the lane. His reverse layup won't go, but he's going to be fouled by Hopajoki. Hopajoki thought he might have had position. There was a collision between Kraus and Hopajoki. Jim switched hands to get the ball up off the glass, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Excuse me, my apologies, Brad. Hopajoki's second personal. First in the half on either team. Kraus misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. 5:29 remaining third quarter. 31-28. ROCORI now 32-28 as Kraus makes the second free throw. 4-point ROCORI edge. That matches their biggest lead of the ball game back at 8-4 in the first quarter. Stark has it on the left wing. Up on top now for Innes. Right wing for Johnston. He looks inside. He can't find anybody. Now up in the post area for Innes. Left side for Stark. Cutting down on the dribble. Cut off by Hemish. Bounce pass to the baseline. Bjorklund's jumper is long, and the rebound is cleared by Hondo. Spartans with a 4-point lead and the ball. Up on top now for Sparby. Kip driving it to the left wing. Stops it there. Now into the corner for Hemish. Lob down low, way over Schreiner's head. It's picked off on the backside by Innes. pushing it up the floor. 3-on-4 break. Innes doesn't care. Now he kicks it out for Stark. Three-pointer, good. That was nothing but net all the way. Brent Stark has 3 triples now, 10 points in the ball game. ROCORI's on top by 1. Sparby spinning in the backcourt. Tempo is a little bit quicker here in the third quarter than we saw in the first or second quarter. Hamish has it on the left wing. Now up on top for Sparby. Kip works on Hopajoke. He feeds it left side for Kraus. Into the paint, Schreiner. Backing in, turn around by the left-hander is good. Nice move for about 7 feet out. Schreiner has 4 points in the ballgame. Back to a 3-point ROCORI edge with 4:05 remaining in the third. Stark has it on the left wing in the forecourt for the Warriors. Feeds right side Johnson. His triple is off the back iron. Rebound kept alive by Kraus. It's loose on the floor, and finally it comes to Brainerd. Bounce pass down low. Bjorklund is stolen away by Sparby. Battle for the ball. Sparby came away with it and feeds it to Schreiner. Great defense and hustle by Kip Sparby. ROCORI back the other way now. Sparby got it back, pushes it forecourt. Left wing Hamish, down low Hondo. Kicks it high post for Schreiner. Out top to Kraus. 19-footer. Rimmed out. Hamish with the rebound, and he's fouled on the rebound by Bjorklund. Bjorklund was applauding. He thought they were going to call a push on Joe Hamish, and the foul goes against Chris Bjorklund. And we're going to get a timeout now called. The foul on Bjorklund before the timeout was his second. 2.5 now on Brainerd. Inbound from the baseline for ROCORI. Sparby has to hurry. Lobs it way up on top for Kraus. It's tipped away by Innes. Loose on the floor. Race for it. Innes feeds Kraus to it. Feeds it out to Johnson. Kraus got over. Cut him off. Johnson put it in, and he was fouled by Kraus. Steve Johnson could tie the ball game if he completes the three-point play. Very good patience. He was cut off by Jim Kraus. Then the little spin move, he banked it in and was fouled. Free throw is no good. We're going to get a foul on the rebound, I believe, on Bjorklund, and that's 3 on him. Bill Heitkamp is very upset with the official. Bjorklund went over the back, I believe, of Scott Hondo. 3 on Bjorklund, 3.5 on Brainerd. 1 point ROCORI lead, 3:29 remaining third quarter. In it comes to Kraus, and Jimmy will bring it up the floor now against pressure by Innes. Pushes it ahead on the pass to Hamish. In the corner now to Hondo on the left side. Works on Bjorklund, backing in. Fall away from 10 is short off the iron. Ball rebounded over the top and picked up on the backside by Brent Stark. On the left wing now as they push it ahead to Innes. Shovel pass for Bjorklund was tipped away by Hamish, and it came right to Hondo. Back the other way come the Spartans. On the right wing is Kraus. Up on top, Sparby. Three-pointer. Got it. Boy, I tell you what, when he hits them, they're key. 8 points for Kip Sparby. A couple of threes here in the second half. 37-33, ROCORI by 4. 2:45 remaining third quarter. South Subsection 8AA championship game from Hallenbeck Hall. The winner meets Fergus Falls in Moorhead. Stark, three-pointer from the left wing for Brainerd won't go. Hondo patted the rebound out on the floor and then got it himself. He starts a 3-on-3 break. Stops it up on top now. Leaves it for Schreiner, who hands it off to Sparby. Left wing, Hamish. 19-footer is good. He stepped on the arc, so it's a 2-pointer. 7 points for Joe Hamish. 39-33, biggest lead of the night for ROCORI. 2:15 remaining now in the third quarter. Innes into the forecourt. Right wing for Johnson. High post, Hopajoke. Turns, looks, fires a 14-footer that's long. Rebound in the paint. Johnson feeds it down low. Bjorklund on the baseline. Missed the shot, but he was fouled by Schreiner. That'll be 4 on Wayne. It is on Wayne, and that is 4. 2.5 on ROCORI. Chad Nelson back in now, replacing Jeremy Emmett for Brainerd. And it will be Eric Boucher coming into the ball. And he's going to replace Wayne Schreiner. Eric had 7 points in the first half. Really gave the Spartans some key minutes. Actually kept them in the ball game at one point. I was going to say, you can probably count the number of games where they've gotten 7 from the bench. Free throw by Bjorklund is good. He has a dozen now. 6'7" sophomore. Second free throw is also good. So he's 3 of 3 from the line, and he has 13 points in the game. 39-35 ROCORI, under 2 minutes to play, and now Joe Hemish is fouled as he comes into the forecourt. A little bit of pressure defense up on top by Stark and Johnston, and they'll call the personal on Stark, his first. He's going to take a break now as Nate Blazing will check into the ballgame. Blazing, a 5'11" junior. 4.5 now on Brainerd. Hemish will inbound near side in the forecourt, gets it into Sparby. Kip working with his back to the basket on the dribble. Feeds left wing for Hondo. One dribble, 17-foot jumper is short off the mark over Bjorklund. Bjorklund went down hard on the rebound, but he kept it alive. Feet ahead now, Hopajoki starts it down the lane. Kick out for Blazing. Up on top for Nelson. On the right wing for Johnston. Hopajoki in the paint. Bounce back down low. Bjorklund behind Sparby. Banks it home, and he was fouled. On Sparby, his first, and ROCORI's going to take a timeout. 1:33 remaining third quarter, 39-37 ROCORI, and we're back in 1 minute. Chris Bjorklund at the line to try to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up, and that one is short, and the rebound is cleared by Boucher. Feet ahead now to Sparby. He works in the backcourt against Johnston. Now across the line, backing in on the left-handed dribble. Back over to the right hand, on the right wing now for Kraus. Minute 20 remaining in the third quarter. Hondel has it up on top, right side for Kraus. Jim cuts it down the lane, kicks it out to Hondel on the left side. Scott looked at the three and didn't take it, feeds it up to Kraus. Jim, spin move off the glass, too hard, and the rebound is pulled down by Bjorklund. He feeds it ahead to the forecourt. Gabe Dahl is going to come in at the next break for ROCORI. Bob down low, Hopajoki. Kick out in the corner, Johnston. Up on top of Bjorklund. One dribble. Jumper is rejected by Hondo. And then Bjorklund went in and fouled Hemish and picked up his fourth personal. Bjorklund was frustrated that his shot was blocked. The ball came to Hemish, and he wrapped him up, and that is 4 on Chris Bjorklund. Will sit down. Also sitting down is Blazing and also Nelson, as Innes, Stark, and Jared Forboard come into the game. Gabe Dahl came in for the Spartans, replacing Jimmy Kraus. Inbound in the backcourt comes to Gabe Dahl. Under a minute to play third quarter. ROCORI on top by 2, 39-37. Dahl pushes it forecourt on the dribble, lost it, out of bounds, and it will go over to Brainerd. Bob Brink says that he lost it because he was fouled by Innes, but nothing happening here. Pretty good defense by Jeremy Innes. He might have been bumping a little bit, but he's played pretty good pressure defense all night long. 2-3 zone by ROCORI. Let's see if Brainerd goes for one shot with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Looks like they will. Hopajoki comes out, gives it right back to Innes. In the corner for Johnston. Back to Innes, 25 on the clock. Left wing for Forboard. Up on top now. The play catch in the corner, Forboard. Back to Stark, up on top, Innes, 15 seconds on the clock now in the quarter. Bob down low, Forboard in traffic. His shot was blocked from behind by Boucher, and they're going to call the foul on Eric. It's Eric's first, that is 4.5 on ROCORI. Jared Forboard will be at the line to shoot 2. He makes both. He could tie the game with 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Free throw is good. (39-38) ROCORI. One free throw coming for Forboard, and he makes it to tie the ball game. He got them both. Spartans will get the final shot of the quarter here, or at least they should. Boucher into the forecourt on the dribble, 10 on the clock. Dribbles to the right side, stops it there, leaves it for Hemish. Joe in the corner, jumper from 19 is good. Joe Hemish with 4 seconds on the clock here in the quarter. Brainerd ahead. Innes, jumper at the buzzer is way short. And ROCORI with the lead as we go to the final 8 minutes. End of 3. ROCORI 41, Brainerd 39, and we'll come back with the conclusion right after this on Oldies 90. 41-39 ROCORI as we open the fourth quarter. Spartans with the ball, moving right to left. Hondo, left wing, three-pointer is short. Long rebound is tracked down by Johnson. Brainerd will push it back up the floor. Down on the baseline now, scoreboard. Bjorklund on the bench with 4 personals. Schreiner is on the bench with 4 personals for ROCORI. Pop up on top now for Innes. Working against that 2-3, right side for Johnson. Down low, Hopajoki working against Lutkin, and the shot is blocked by Hondo coming across, but it comes free to the Warriors. Lutkin checked in at the end of the quarter. On the right wing now, Johnson. His three-pointer rimmed out, and the rebound is scored by Hondo. He hands it off in the backcourt to Kip Sparby. 2 timeouts remaining for ROCORI in the game. 3 left for Brainerd. Neither team in the bonus yet. There'll be a couple of fouls away on either side. In the paint now, Boucher gets the pass, backing in on the dribble. Kick out for Lutkin, 17-footer, and it rimmed in. He got the roll. Lutkin with the jumper from the baseline. His first 2 of the ball game. Spartans have 9 points off the bench in this one. 43-39, a 4-point ROCORI lead. Innes up on top, left wing Stark. In the corner, scoreboard. His jumper from 3 is short, and the rebound is pulled down by Boucher. Eric Boucher, he kept it pivot, but it looked like he might have traveled. At least the official said he kept it. Now Hemish has to save the ball, but it comes right to Brainerd. 3-on-2 ahead to Johnson. Over Sparby, jumper no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Innes. He'll back it out on the dribble now. 4-point ROCORI lead with 6:20 remaining. Scoreboard. Innes. In the paint, Hopajoki by Lutkin, banks it in, and he was fouled. Nice move. A quick drop step by Wade Hopajoki, and he flew past Kurt Lutkin. Count the basket, he'll have the shot at the 3-point play. Let's see if Scott Hondo goes right after him on the other end. Lutkin will sit down now as Schreiner comes back into the game. Schreiner is playing with 4 personals. Jim Krause back in now, and he's going to replace Joe Hemish. They'll probably give Joe about a minute and a half, maybe 2-minute breather here and get him in for the stretch drive. Hopajoki can make it a 1-point ball game if he hits the free throw. 6:14 remaining. The winner goes to the section championship game. The loser is done for the season. Free throw no good. Rebound kept alive and then out of bounds. Tipped out by Brent Stark, so it will go over to ROCORI. Now full court pressure going to be applied by the Warriors. Schreiner will inbound. Needs some help. Now he gets it into Krause. Jim lost it, tried to save it, and couldn't do so. It'll go over to Brainerd. So the Spartans turn it over immediately against the press. Hopajoki brings it up on top now. With it is Innes. On the left wing, Stark. In the corner, Bjorklund. They work the perimeter of the 2-3 zone. 6 minutes to play. ROCORI on top by 2. Johnson looks at the 3, didn't take it. Now to Innes. He double pumps, takes the 3. It won't go. Rebound battle for, and Hondo finally comes away with it. Scott Hondo said mine, and he ripped it out of the air. Sparby spinning up on top on the dribble. Left wing for Boucher. Eric up on top for Jim Krause now. Jimmy starts it down, kicks it out for Hondo. Looked at the 3, didn't take it over Hopajoki. Krause feeds in the paint for Schreiner. Kick out for Boucher in the corner. Eric cutting across the lane, hands it off to Kip Sparby outside the arc on the left side. Lob down to Schreiner, taking it to Bjorklund, and he missed the shot. Kept up and off by Hondo, and then Hondo went over the back of Hopajoki a second time, and he picks up the personal foul. Hondo has 3 personals now. That's 6.5 on ROCORI. Brainerd has committed 5 personals. 5:20 remaining in regulation. ROCORI leads at 43-41. Brainerd was on top 26-25 at the end of the first half. On the right wing now, Johnson. Baseline Bjorklund. 17-footer is short, and the rebound. Schreiner cleared it, and he was fouled from behind by Stark. Schreiner had good position, and Stark batted it away and got Wayne's arms on the way by. Stark second. Now both teams have 6. So after this inbound, we'll have free throws the rest of the way for both teams. Schreiner gets it into Sparby. They'll clear out and let him work the ball up the floor against Johnston. 5 minutes remaining, 43-41 ROCORI. Now a double team in the backcourt. Kip lobs it ahead easily to Boucher. Eric waits for Kip to get across the line and hands it back to him. Barbie up on top between the circles. Lobs it right wing, caught by Kraus. Jimmy had it tipped away. It's loose on the floor and tied up, and it will go over to Brainerd on the alternate possession. Very quick hands by Jeremy Innes to tip it away and tie it up. Bob Brink is motioning that he got the hand on the way by. Joe Hemish back in now. Jim Kraus will sit down. I find it kind of interesting that Eric Boucher is still out there. Eric's played a pretty good ball game. A lot of confidence in him. Down in the corner it goes now. Up on top for Innes. Right side Johnston. Three-pointer over the zone is long. Stark got the rebound. Put back is blocked by Hondo, but he was fouled by Schreiner before then. And that'll be 5 personals on Wayne Schreiner. Schreiner fouls out. With 4:33 remaining. Now let's see what Bob Brink does here. He's going to go to Jim Kraus. Of course, he has the option of Kurt Lutkin or Gabe Dahl. Choosing to go with the experience now. Stark will be at the line to shoot. Let's see if it's a 1-and-1 or a 2. Hondo rejected the shot. Schreiner got him somewhere as he was coming up, and they will give him 2 free throws. Brent Stark has 10 points in the ballgame. He makes both. He'll tie us at 43 with 4:33 remaining. Free throw is good. Brent Stark averages a dozen, so he can match that with this next free throw. It's going to be a wild finish. Second one is up and good. We're tied at 43 with 4:33 remaining. Pressure in the backcourt. Hemish has it. Pushes it forward. Lost it to Stark, and it comes away to Innes. Here's the break. Innes handed it off to Johnson. It was taken away by Kraus, and we're going to get a foul call on Johnston, reaching back in on Kraus. Nice hustle by Jim Kraus. You bet. Johnston's third personal. Jim Kraus at the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus. Trying to break this tie. Got the first one. Jim with 2 points in the ballgame. Senior leadership, experience, and poise in number 22, Jim Kraus. Got them both. Attaboy Jimmy, 3 points, 45-43. ROCORI on top by 2. 4:20 remaining in the ballgame. Innes up on top against that 2-3 zone. Bounce pass right side now to Johnson. Lob down near low for Bjorklund. Kick out Innes. Left side Stark. Three-pointer on the way is short. And the rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Brainerd. Johnston and Bjorklund were both there. I think there might have been some miscommunication, and they lost it out of bounds. There's a lot of people here cheering for the ROCORI Spartans, but the 2 most visible that I have seen tonight are a couple members of the ROCORI girls team, Kelly Dolan and Denise Stang. They're standing in the front row right underneath the basket, and they have been very vocal and very supportive all night long. There's a whole group of students down underneath that basket, though. All right, we're under 4 minutes to play. ROCORI with the ball and a 2-point lead. Gabe Dahl back in now, replacing Eric Boucher. He leaves it on the left wing for Sparby. Up on top, Hemish. Joe kicks it in the corner for Dahl. Now back to Hemish, 19-footer. That one won't go. Rebound is pulled down by Johnston. Johnston in traffic. Feeds it ahead now to Innes on the right wing into the forecourt. Innes dribbles into the corner. Feeds it to Bjorklund. Turn around over. Hondo won't go, but an offensive foul on Bjorklund. Bjorklund with the offensive foul, and he's done for the night. Oh, man. Key call in this ball game. They're going to say Bjorklund used the elbow on Hondo, and he's gone. Hondo was definitely playing behind him. So Bjorklund will leave. Jason Revnig is going to check into the ballgame. So all of of a sudden, any height advantage that Brainerd has is neutralized. The Yorkland leads with 15 points, about 4.5 points under his average. He played a good ball game. 3.5 minutes remaining, 45-43 Spartans. Dahl into the forecourt, drives to the right wing. Into the corner for Krause. It was tipped out of bounds by Innes. It will stay with ROCORI. Wayne Schreiner has fouled out, so he's unavailable for ROCORI. Dahl is out there for him. Otherwise, the starting 5 on the floor for the Spartans. On the left wing now, Hemish. Up on top for Dahl. Right wing, Krause. Looked at the 3, but Innes popped out. Up on top, Hemish. Left side, Handel. Cross court for Krause. Jim faked the 3, kicks it in the corner off the drive to Hemish. On the baseline, kick out for Krause. Cross court for Dahl. 17-footer, short off the iron. Sparby got the rebound and takes a timeout. Timeout ROCORI, and even 3 minutes remaining. 45-43 Spartans. We'll come back with the exciting conclusion in 1 minute here on Oldies 94.9. 3. Fred Brookfield has gone down to court level. We'll get some comments from him from down there, and we also hope to have an on-the-spot interview after the ball game. Kip Sparby inbound to Hemish in the corner now. Spartans have the ball and a 2-point lead. Ball is tipped away by Innes on the pass to Krause. Innes diving for it. Ball loose on the floor. Battle for it, and finally it comes loose to Brainerd. Innes has it up on top. On the right side for Johnson. Good hustle by Jeremy Innes. Now back to Innes up on top. Back to Johnson on the wing. Lob down low, Hopajoki. Backs it on Handel. Jumper with the left hand. Won't go. Rebound kept alive by Handel as he batted it out to Joe Hemish. 2.5 minutes remaining. Spartans by 2. Sparby into the forecourt. The winner is the subsection champion and goes to the section championship game on Saturday night against Burgess Falls at Concordia. Krause. Up on top, Hemish. 2:15 remaining. Now driving it on the left side. Bounce pass to Sparby. He looks inside. He can't find anybody. Now brings it up on top between the circles, and it was tipped away up on top by Johnston, and we're going to call the foul on Steve Johnston. That is Johnston's 4th personal. Eric Boucher will check in now, and he'll replace Gabe Dahl. Kip Sparby will be at the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus. Kip with 8 points in the game, but he has a couple 3-pointers here in the second half. Key free throws here. 2:05 remaining. 45-43. Free throw is up and good. Sparby with 1 more coming. He could make it a 4-point game. Spartans trying to beat Brainerd for the 3rd time this season. Second free throw is up, and it won't count. Lane violation on ROCORI. No, a foul is going to be called as Eric Boucher pushed down low on the lane. Now, wait a minute. Did they call a foul, or did they just say lane violation? Just a lane violation. I apologize. They used his number, so I thought maybe they might have called the foul. 2 minutes remaining now. Brainerd with the ball, trailing by 3, 46-43. In the corner, Johnson. Lobs down low, Hopajoki. Turning in the paint. Got Boucher off his feet, and he drew the foul on Eric. Hopajoki will be at the line to shoot 2. The foul on Boucher is his 2nd. Pretty good move down low by Wade Hopajoki. Gabe Dahl is going to check in now. And he'll replace Eric Boucher. Spartans playing a little bit of offense-defense there. Trying to get Boucher down there for his leaping ability on defense. (46-43). Free throw is up and no good by Hopajoki. He's got 1 more coming. He could pull the Warriors to within 2. Free throw is up, and that one is good. Hopajoki has 9. 46-44, ROCORI by 2. They work against pressure in the backcourt now. Dahl picked up his dribble, but he fed it ahead to Hemish. Now 3-on-1 to Handel, and he laid it in, and he was fouled. He tried for the slam. Hopajoki came over to cut him off. When Hopajoki made the contact, Scott had the presence of mind to just lay it over the rim. He was fouled, and he'll be at the line to try to complete the three-point play. Hopajoke's third personal. Hondo gives the Spartans a 4-point lead with 1:47 remaining, and he'll have one more coming. If the Spartans win this one, we'll try to get a quick interview with Bob Brink. It would be win number 600 for the longtime head coach at ROCORI High School, the only head coach ROCORI's ever had. Fred Brooksbank will also try to catch Scott Hondo for us. And Scott has been key in this game, probably most so for his defense than his offense. Second free throw is good. I think the free throw, rather, completes the three-point play. Hondo has 15 points, 49-44. 5-point ROCORI lead with 1:40 remaining. Stark up on top now for Ennis. Right wing Johnson launches the three, short, and the rebound is cleared by Dahl. Spartans with the ball in a 5-point lead, and Dahl is fouled in the backcourt by Hopajoke. That is Wade's fourth. Other end, Gabe Dahl will be at the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus. Spartans are 4 of 5 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. 6 of 8 in the game. Jared Forbord's going to come in now, replacing Jason Revnick. And Chad Nelson is going to check into the game, replacing Jeremy Ennis. I've got to believe that's because Nelson's a better three-point shooter. 1.5 minutes remaining, 49-44 Spartans. That's how far they are away from a trip to the section championship game on Saturday night in Moorhead. Free throw is up and no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Forbord. Brainerd back the other way. They have 3 timeouts remaining, so if they score, they'll use one. Now Nelson for 3, and he got it. And they take the timeout. Brainerd calls the timeout. As Chad Nelson hit the 3, it looked like he might have stepped on the arc, but they'll... Joe Hemish will inbound in the backcourt along the baseline. He gets the ball, gets it into Krause. Jim will work it up the floor against Jeremy Ennis. Jim will have to hustle, has about 5, dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. He's dribbling it off his foot out of bounds against the Panthers. And so Brainerd causes the turnover without having to foul. Nelson is back in, replacing Ennis. Forbord will inbound in the forecourt on the far side. Brainerd could tie or take the lead with a three-pointer. Into the corner it comes now to Johnson. Up on top Nelson. Right wing for Stark. To Nelson. Back to Stark on the wing. Back to Nelson. Left side Johnson. Up on top Nelson. Cuts it down. Dumps it off for Hopajoke. Banks it in and ties the game. Hopajoke ties the game at 49. Under a minute to play. 51 seconds. Sparby in the backcourt. Hopajoke has 11 in the game. Let's see what the Spartans do. They have 1 timeout remaining. Let's see if they go for the last shot. Dahl up on top. Bounce pass left side Hondo. Spartans could play for a win or overtime. Down to 35 seconds. Let's see if they run it down to about 15 and then use the timeout. Half a minute remaining. Sparby, left wing for Hemish. Joe has it. Brings it right side for Dahl. Down to 20 seconds. Bounce pass up on top for Krause. Spartans continue to run the weave. Now they're going to call the timeout, I would think. They do with 14.3 seconds remaining. So, Brad, the election here is for the Spartans to try to go ahead and go for the final shot. If you work it well, and you 49-49. The Spartans will go for the final shot. They've used their last timeout. Inbound into Sparby. We'll watch the clock and the ball. Down to 12 seconds. Sparby dribbling up on top. Left wing for Dahl. Who's going to take it? 7 on the clock. Sparby on the left wing. 5 on the clock. They'll have to hurry. Jumper by Kip is good! A three-pointer. Timeout Brainerd with 4 seconds left. Sparby was on the baseline. He spun and he hit the jumper from the arc. 49-49 was the score. Is it going to be a 3 or a 2? They're talking about it. It's a triple to the section final on Friday night against Fergus Falls. Now, Brainerd used one timeout. They're going to use another one, so they've used both of their timeouts to try to set something up. Center field on the defense. Kip Sparby is going to try to deny the inbound. The officials are talking about how they're going to control the floor here. I would guess they're going to try to get the ball to about mid-court here and have somebody fire a desperation shot to try to send it to OT. Scoreboard will inbound from the baseline. Baseball pass down the floor. It's tipped away. The shot never got off in time. The ball game comes to an end, and ROCORI is the South Subsection 8AA champion with a 52-49 win. At the buzzer over Brainerd, and we'll come back to talk about it right after this on Oldies 94.9. Why don't you give me just a minute here? What will that leave us with then? Back to Hallenbeck Hall. The Spartans live for another day. The three-pointer with 0.4 seconds remaining by Kip Sparby. And the Spartans win it 52-49 to advance to the section championship game coming up on Saturday evening. I believe that's a 7:30 start on Saturday evening at Concordia. If that's the case, we'll broadcast beginning with a 7:15 pregame here on Oldies. We'll broadcast regardless, but our pregame time might change. I'm almost certain, though, it's a 7:30 ball game. Fergus Falls, pretty good ball club. Team that has gotten mentions in the state poll all season long. And we'll be playing that game up in Moorhead, and the Spartans will be there. One game away from a state tournament bid with their 20th win of the season. ROCORI now 20-5 on the year. Kip Sparby with a great round of applause from the fans as he gets his first place medal from Bob Brink. Sparby, I tell you what, that kid has had unbelievable intestinal fortitude all season long. He had only 2 points at halftime. He finishes with a dozen, including three-pointers in the second half, one right at the end of the ball game to win it 52-49. Well, we have a few moments. Let's check the scoring in this one. Scott Hondo leading ROCORI with 15 points, a dozen for Kip Sparby, 9 for John Hemish, 7 for Eric Boucher in the first half off the bench when the Spartans really needed him. 4 for Wayne Schreiner, 3 for Jimmy Krause, and 2 for Kurt Letkin. Wayne Schreiner, by the way, fouled out with 4:33 left in the ballgame. ROCORI had 6 threes, 3 of them by Sparby, 2 by Hondo, and 1 by Hemish. 6 of 9 from the free throw line. The Spartans have been averaging 6 3-pointers a game all season long, so that's right on their average. Brainerd led by Chris Bjorklund with 15. He fouled out with 3:35 remaining. 12 points for Brent Stark, 11 for Wade Hopajoki, 6 for Steve Johnston, 3 for Chad Nelson, and 2 for Jared Forborg. Final score, ROCORI 52, Brainerd 49, with the jumper at the buzzer. Now with 0.4 seconds left, about as close as you can get, the three-pointer by Kip Sparby. Now the ROCORI Spartans are getting their South Subsection 8AA championship trophy. The last time the Spartans won the 8AA title, I believe, was in 1989. To double check my notes here. It was in 1989. The Spartans went to the state tournament that year. And they lost their first 2 games to St. Paul Central and Minneapolis South. That was after having won the title with an undefeated season in '88. Of course, the Spartans were in the tournament in 1992 on the Class A side, and they're 1 game away from going back to the state tournament here in 1995 in Class AA. Well, the awards ceremony is complete now. We'll watch for Bob Brink to join up here.